Hi there, and thanks for watching. Are you prioritizing rest? Today, let's talk a little bit about what it means to rest, have self-care so that you can restore and repair your body. Um, how do you feel about resting? Do you have any kind of charge around it? Any kind of triggers around it? Let me give you some examples. During my journey, I found that in the beginning, rest, taking naps, um, giving myself time to recharge felt like it was wrapped in some sort of guilt or shame, and that I was being lazy if I did those kinds of things. Um, After spiritual awakening, it was really challenging for me to unlearn, unbecome some of those thought processes that I had before. I also had to go through the fact that my body functioned differently than it used to, physically and emotionally. So I found that I was more tired. I found that things I used to be able to handle and juggle, I couldn't seem to do anymore. So in my 3D world, when awakening happened, I was 49 years old, had a lot of stress in my life, and through that period, probably within the first couple of years after the awakening, I also went through menopause. I've also had histories of anemia and things of that. So it's very easy to blame it on those things or to sort of justify that that's what's happening. What I've come to learn is that as I went through all of these different up-levelings, these different frequencies and things of that, I became much more in tune to my body and the needs of my body. And the kind of work that I do now takes a different level of energy than working a traditional job used to. Um, what I put out in the world, the frequency now that I need to function at, requires more rest, requires more repair time. My sleep is also not the same. I might sleep, um, I might sleep 8 hours. I might sleep 10 hours. I might sleep 30 minutes. I might sleep 2 hours. I might sleep off and on throughout the night. I might be awake for hours at a time and then go back to sleep. What I have come to learn is that for the first time in my life, since, awakening, I began to take some naps. And at first, it was really challenging to allow myself the self-care to take a nap. In the past, before I renounced illness, I had a diagnosis of sleep apnea and actually wore a CPAP for about 12 years, about 12 years. For part of that time, I was on an oxygen tank as well due to an emphysema diagnosis when I was 38. So I had to start to look at the metaphysical things about what was going on with me and what did my body really need from me. One, it needed me to hear and understand the language of my body. Two, it required me to rest and understand what it means to rest. And three, to allow myself to navigate life in a completely different way. One way to allow your body to rest, there are a couple of yoga types. When you go to these yoga studios and things like that, there are two types of yoga that are important to know. One is called yin yoga, and with yin, you are holding postures for a very long time, and it can be very challenging for some people. But what it does is it really allows your body to start to unwind. There's one called restorative, and when you go to restorative, you have a lot of props, and it's really all about just being rested, just really being rested and repairing your body. Another great way to do this is through massage. Let's see, there was something else that came to me. Any kind of sound healing, hypnotherapy, yoga nidra. I don't perform or facilitate sound healing. I'm not a massage therapist, but I do offer hypnotherapy and yoga nidra, which is a very deep relaxation and healing process for the body and also the subconscious mind. So this idea of self-care and allowing rest and repair and restorative things for your body is essential for not only your human experience, but it's really, really beneficial for your spiritual path. So, are you taking time to rest yourself? Are you noticing the symbols or the the things that are showing up in your body that lets you know? Like, I have become very sensitive to technology. And so when I've spent a lot of time on technology, I start to feel edgy, I start to feel irritable, I start to feel very just drained and exhausted. And there are other things that you can do to protect your energy as well and cleanse your energy. But for today, just simply thinking of ways that you can rest, relax, restore, repair your body. And I would be interested to know, are you doing that? Have you evolved to a place where you can honor yourself and rest without thinking of yourself as lazy? That was really a challenge for me. On the flip side of that, there can also be too much rest when you begin to feel that you're slipping into more of a depression thing and rest is becoming escape. So where are you at on this journey? I'd really love to know. And if you'd like to explore these different things and you feel like you might need a guide, I would be happy to offer a holistic consultation. It's completely free. I put the link in the comments in the description. And if you need some help on your journey, let me know. And we'll talk about what you've got going on and what I offer and see if we're a good fit. So for today, see if you can find ways to relax and recharge. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.